Welcome to Tool School. Today we want to talk about Clover's Swift Bead Quick Beading Needle. Being able to knit or crochet with beads, or being able to add pre-strung beads as an accessory, adds a whole new dimension to our creative potential. In addition to a vast array of yarn colors, types, textures, it can add the almost unlimited selection of bead styles, sizes, and colors. Beads can be a great embellishment for the collar of a sweater or the edge of a shawl. It's a beautiful technique, but requires some pre-planning. Before we start the knitting process, we need to know the placement and number of beads that will be required. Then we need to pre-string these beads on our working yarn before we cast on. Pre-stringing our beads gives us the options of where and when we want the beads to show up on our knitting. How do we get the beads onto our working yarn? That's the question. Darning needles, dental floss threaders, beading needles, all have been used in the past. But if you're knitting a major project with hundreds of beads, loading them one at a time, you're going to be in for the long haul. Once all the required beads are on the working yarn, we can knit away, slipping a bead on wherever needed for our project. But what is the truly best way to get all of those beads onto our working yarn? Clover's Swift Bead Quick Beading Needle. The Swift Bead needle has a very unique design. The point has a ratchet component that prevents beads from slipping off once on the needle shaft. To load the Swift beads, simply push the pointed end of the needle into the container of beads. They will automatically align themselves as they slide onto the needle. The other end of the needle has a needle threader component, which allows us to insert our yarn and then push all of the loaded beads onto our working yarn. Now that we have our pre-strung beads, the creative process can really begin. Whether you're beading with knitting, crochet, or any other application requiring pre-strung beads, the Swift Bead is the easiest way to get the job done. That's Clover's Swift Bead Quick Beading Needle. I'm Steve Butler, and that's Tool School.